Sup guys, it's SnailOXD coming at you again. Today we're talking about Eruption getting nerfed. That's right, Eruption has finally been nerfed for you survivor mains out there, okay? That's only one of a couple new things that have come out in the developer update for February 2023, and I'm gonna go through all of those with you right here, right now. But first, before we get started, I need to ask that you like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so we're looking at the February 2023 developer update. It was posted on the Behavior Dev blog yesterday at 9:55 a.m. So first, onto the Red Forest visual update. Over the past few years, various realms have gradually received facelifts. This process, which we named the Realm Beyond, has us revisit older maps and bring their visuals up to modern standards. We've already updated the majority of maps, and today we turn our focus to the classic Red Forest. Okay, so this is the map where the Huntress and The Plague come from. Yeah, so that one's getting a graphical update, and we have some preview pictures here of the graphical update. As you can see from the images, the map, it looks like it's been brought into the current era of the game. It's looking really nice. I'm really liking the direction they're taking with these, and I'm looking forward to playing on it as well. Somewhat related to that, we have the map repeat prevention. So you guys know how sometimes you'll awkwardly get the same map maybe twice or three times in a row. What Behavior has done here is that they're making sure to stop that so that there's a better map rotation in place for people to play with better variety, so no one is getting Midwich Elementary 3 times in a fucking row, okay? Because you know, I love that map. So in finer detail, the update for map repeat prevention reads, this new feature eliminates the possibility of playing the same map twice so long as a map offering is not used. The same goes for any other players in your trial. If each person played a different map in their last match, none of those maps will be chosen. Furthermore, the chance of these maps to be chosen will also be reduced for the next few matches, steadily returning to their usual odds. What map repeat prevention takes into account: any player in the trial who played Eyrie of Crows in their last match, the entire game is less likely to get Eyrie of Crows as the map. If, for example, a second survivor played the Red Forest in their previous match, that's also an unlikely pick. If the killer played Midwich Elementary School in their last map, that's also an unlikely pick for their map. Maybe they'll get something else entirely. So those 3 maps, for example, because they were previously encountered by some players in that match, are far less likely to be selected for the match, except for if an offering is made with a map offering. So that's a little bit of how that works. Personally, I think it's a good change. I think it's going to lead to more variety, because I have encountered many maps that I am not good on in a row before, and it's not a pleasant feeling at all. Bot loadouts and improvements. Okay, this one's interesting. First, we've added the ability to customize a survivor bot's loadout. Once you've added a bot to the lobby, simply click their name and you'll find a new edit button. Here you can customize the bot's perks, item, offering, and even which survivor you'd like them to be. We've also taught the bots to use most, but not all, of the perks, so go wild and test out various combinations. So this will be really good for build testing, because for people like me who like to test builds in custom game before they go out and embarrass themselves live on Twitch, this is going to be extremely helpful for people like that, people like me, and also just for people who want to try like a little meme build in a pressure-free environment. This is perfect for you guys, okay? This is perfect for people like us. But wait, there's more. Second, we've made a large number of improvements to the survivor AI. Some of these improvements are smaller than others, but here are just some of the more noteworthy tweaks. Improved navigation in some areas, preventing bots from getting stuck in some places or attempting to loop something that they shouldn't. Bots are now more bold when it comes to unhooking their fellow survivors. Though they prefer to go for the save when it's safe, they will now attempt an unsafe rescue as a last resort. Bots will now actively attempt to seek out totems when using totem hunting perks, such as small game or counterforce. Bots will now react to some audio cues, for example, Wraith's Bell. Previously, they would only respond to the terror radius. Bots have learned to better respond to certain killer powers. For example, they will now crouch near the hag's traps and disarm bear traps. Bots will now attempt to break line of sights in a loop while a ranged killer is aiming at them. and many, many more, as they've stated here. Bots are by no means meant to replace a real person, but we hope these improvements will make them a slightly more realistic practice buddy. That all sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to that, and I think that's a really good change they've made to the game. So let me know what you think of the bots and the changes made to the bots in the comments down below. Perk changes, ooh, and this is where we get into the spice. Okay, although we typically save perk changes for our mid-chapter updates, we had a little room in this chapter to squeeze in a few perk tweaks. We are in the midst of planning another package of perk changes for the next major update, so there's more coming. This is just an emergency, that's it. Okay, Eruption. Let's see exactly how Eruption has been nerfed, okay? The changes to the perk are as follows. First, Eruption will now cause the generator to lose 10% of its current progress, not total. This means the effect will be less severe on generators with less progress, but more impactful on generators that are nearly completed. This is a big change. This is good. I think this is going to be great, because this now means that if you just got started on a gen and a killer kicks it and they go chase you, down you, they can no longer just obliterate all of the early progress you made on that generator. Now it's only going to affect a tiny little sliver of the generator before it starts regressing, which I think is really good, really good. And possibly the most impactful things that I think survivors are going to be the most happy about with this update is this. Second, Eruption will no longer apply the incapacitated effect to survivors who were repairing the generator when it exploded. Instead, survivors who are actively working on the generator will scream and reveal their aura to the killer for 10 seconds. Not only will this make the perk less frustrating for solo players, but it will also give the killer crucial information on the other survivors' whereabouts so they can attempt to interrupt them. That's big. So a lot of this early paragraph that I skipped over is referring to the fact that the perk Eruption disproportionately affects solo players, and this is because solo players can't communicate with their teammates when they're about to be downed by the killer to get off the gen before it pops, because for some reason Dead by Daylight doesn't have voice chat in a team-based game. It's 2023 behavior. Come on. So I really like the changes made to Eruption. I want to see how fast gens get done now and what the general sort of consensus is around the gen rushing meta that exists with survivors at the current moment. But we'll see. Maybe the gen rushing meta was a symptom of the Eruption meta. It'll just have to be something that we find out when it happens. A fuck around and find out, if you will. All right, any means necessary. This perk made it possible for a survivor to pick up a dropped pallet, allowing it to be used again later in the match. So basically what this perk does is when you drop a pallet to break a chase or stun a killer, you could then go to that pallet later as long as it's not broken and reset it back to a position where it can be dropped. Pretty useful perk. The real problem with it is that it required a lengthy interaction period, and as a result, it made it less than ideal to play aggressively with. Behavior has removed the cooldown entirely. Survivors running this perk can now reset a dropped yet unbroken pallet whenever they have the chance. It'll be much, much faster to reset those pallets. I think as a killer, I'm gonna see a lot more pallet shenanigans in the future. Maybe I'll finally have a use for Spirit Fury, who knows. And here's one that some fans might actually find exciting as well. There are new outfits planned for some survivors. One in particular is Haddie Kaur. A lot of people have been talking about Haddie Kaur doesn't get enough love from the devs for outfits and stuff, and so the devs have been listening, and Daddy Behavior has blessed us with some outfits for Haddie. And might I add, they look pretty cool actually. I like them. I think my favorite is the one with update 7. That one's gonna be the neatest, I think. Other than that, I like this blue jacket one. That one's tight. I don't know, which one is your guys' favorite? You let me know down in the comments. So they do go on to clarify with the new outfit plans. While the example above will not always be possible across all killers and survivors, it's the type of release scope we'd like to see for the whole cast, especially newer ones who have joined the fog. So it looks like they're looking forward to making more outfits accessible for more of the brand new additions to the rosters, which I think is going to be exciting for a lot of people. I just want more mic cosmetics. Just more mic cosmetics, please, Behavior. That's all I want. All I'm asking for. Give me more mic cosmetics. And finally, an update on cheating. So if you guys didn't know, yes, People do cheat in Dead by Daylight. I don't understand. It's literally a party game. Wrapping things up, we have a quick update to our ongoing plan to combat cheating. Not only have we continued to detect and patch out various cheats since our last update, but we've also expanded our team. We've recently welcomed a new team lead to our growing security team who will help coordinate our efforts moving forward. And with that, we've once again reached the end of the developer update. Okay, so they go on to say that most of the changes they've talked about will be available to try during the public test build starting next week. So look out for that. There will be the PTB available if you guys want to try out some of the changes to Eruption or any means necessary, or any of that stuff, okay? Or even the new maps from Red Forest. The Red Forest visual update and the perk changes I think are going to be the most interesting for me. The bot loadouts are going to be cool when I just want to mess around on stream and stuff. Anyways, guys, again, I'm Snail. If you guys liked the video, make sure you like the video. If you dislike the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs down. And if you want to, go ahead and subscribe so that you can see more videos like this. Until then, take care, brush your hair. I'm out of here.